Hey, what's up guys? So it's been a while that we have done a video, but we gotta start getting into videos. There's a lot of things going on, that's why. So anyway, check out this cage here that we got. Basically, that's a cage for a cat, which Jasmine has been clutching us with animals. But what happened was she found this stray cat, right?
I didn't find her, she found me.
Oh, the cat. Let me show you the cat. Right?
Mitty!
So she found the cat. Actually, it came up to the front.
She came to me.
She came to you. She came to when you came home.
She came
one day.
ran across the street to me, rubbed against my leg, and then ran up to the neighbor's staircase. And then I had some leftover chicken, like for lunch. So I started throwing it on the floor to make her come to me again. But I was scared because I didn't know if she would let me touch her or anything like that. So I was doing everything like real slow and stuff. And then finally I left a piece of chicken in my hand and I went to give it to her in my hand. And she came and she ate it. So while she was eating it, I was petting her. And then she's been stuck with me since.
Well, the story's not so straightforward. Actually,
But we kept her outside.
kept the cat outside.
So how long we've had her since August? I remember the date. August 18th was the day that she came to me.
Right.
So we're almost at 2 months already.
Right. But still not that straightforward because she ended up buying a house for the cat. Well, two houses. One small one. Then ended up getting a larger house for the cat to keep. She bought a condo for the cat to keep outside. Then what happened was that the cat all of a sudden disappeared.
Yeah, she disappeared for what, 3 days?
3 days.
4 days, 3 or 4 days, and
then I told her, look, start posting things up, missing cat, blah blah blah, around the area, around the neighborhood, and I'll help you go look for the cat outside, you know. So for 3 days, you know, we were looking for the cat, posted things up, and then
someone finally called me, and they had the cat. So mind you, right? So she was a street cat, or you know, maybe she was a house cat because she's really, really friendly with people. And she actually, I guess, gets along with other animals to an extent. Hold on, my other animal is knocking at the door.
Oh yeah, you gotta let them in.
That's the other animal. So
hold on, let it focus in. All right, go ahead.
So she was a street cat or whatever. I'm kind of allergic to cats, and my daughter is allergic to cats. So we were gonna keep her like mainly as an outside cat and just let her in, you know, occasionally or whatever. And so that's why I bought all those houses for her, to make sure that she had, you know, somewhere to hide and be safe when she want to come when we're not home and stuff like that. Anyway, so I ended up putting a collar on her, and I bought like a bullshit tracker, like a Bluetooth tracker.
After I kept telling her, hey, get a good one, get a GPS one, put a tag on her with your name, your phone number, or whatever. A name tag, right? Yeah. She didn't do that. She did was put a collar on her and got this little piece of crap Bluetooth one.
Yeah, so with the Bluetooth, the one, like once you leave the block or a certain a certain range of space, that's it. You're screwed because you ain't going to find her. And then it was like, oh, sometimes it connects, sometimes it don't connect, and that's how she even ended up getting lost. Well, not got lost, but that's how friendly she is that she will walk into other people's houses. So when she was gone for those 3 days, 4 days, she ended up walking into another person's house, and they had 2 cats also. So she just went in there and she was chilling in the person's house for 3-4 days with, you know, like she thought she had a new home. She abandoned us because we weren't really keeping her in the house, and she was like, I want to be an inside princess. So once we found her, that was it. We kept her. Now she's permanently living with us. She's officially a Guzman.
So that's not all. That's not all, folks. Then, like I went to lift her up in about 2 days after we got her, just about 2 days. And I said,
From the people.
from the people, right?
Yeah.
From the people that had kidnapped her. So I was like, I lifted her up, and I was like, this cat, her stomach is big, you know, from when I had lifted her up before. I think she's pregnant.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you know, like, because I started feeding, when she came to me, like, I started feeding her like 3 to 4 times a day, because, you know, she was an outside cat, so I wanted to, she was like really skinny, not like bone skinny, like a sickly looking cat. She looked good, but she was just a little thin. So I was like, oh, maybe, you know, because I'm feeding her so much more often and this, that, and the other. And he's like, nah, she's pregnant. And I'm like, no, she's not. No, she's not.
And I kept telling her as the days progressed, I was like, this cat is pregnant. This cat is pregnant.
So, I started noticing that, all right, now like her belly is getting big.
Right.
So maybe she is pregnant, you know? She's just like trying to use me to find a home. She might be having babies and stuff. So anyway, so I was looking and I was touching or whatever. And then like last week, like I always look at her belly and I'm like, nah, like I agree. I think she's pregnant also, because of the way her belly is like rounded and distended, and like her body is skinny except for her lower belly. So yeah, so I was petting her, and I was resting my hand on her stomach while I was petting her, and I felt like movement, and I was like, nah, that's a baby kick, because you can feel like their stomach when, you know, it like rumbles and gurgles and moves, and her skin twitches, and, you know, like animal skin twitches and stuff like that. But that, what I felt was like legit kicking or movement of something. So I decided to take her to the vet and get her checked out. Well, she needed to go to the vet to get checked out to begin with, and also to really find out if she was pregnant or not. And she's not. No,
she is pregnant.
She's pregnant, so I gotta be a grandma.
So during the x-ray, they were able to see 5 babies, but they said that there could be more. So I would say 6. I'm going with 6.
Yeah, I would say 6 to max probably 7, because it would just, because they said it might be the way that the other babies or
but we could definitely confirm that she has 5, because I even looked at the
you can see the skeletons of 5
and I counted by the skulls, so I counted like 5 skulls, and you could kind of see the bodies, but
because you can see the skeleton.
But I'm going with 6.
Yes. So, you know, they'll be ready by Christmas. So, you know.
So if anybody wants some cats, drop it in the description.
In the comments. Drop it in the comments if you're interested. You know, they'll be ready perfect in time for Christmas. You'll get her like 2 weeks before Christmas, so you can put a nice little bow on her or him, you know, whatever she has. We don't know who the father is, so we don't know what they're gonna look like, but of course we'll keep everybody updated, you know, on what happens and stuff like that. So I was super excited. First of all, I've never been like a cat person. Like, they scare me. They could be mean and stuff like that. But Mittens, her name is Mittens. I named the baby girl Mitty Girl. I call her Mitty Girl. She's a very sweetie girl. She's a very sweetie girl. Like, see, she love it. So that's what made me want to kind of keep her, because she was so sweet. She's really like docile and like lazy. So, like, those are the type of animals that I like.
She's just like you.
So,
sweet, docile, and lazy.
So those are the type of animals that, look at my other baby over here. See, this is the type of animals that I like. And then I got this one here. So, you know, nice, calm animals is what I like. So, I'm assuming her temperature, before she got pregnant, she was nice and, you know, docile and stuff. So I'm assuming she didn't get pregnant until after she left us, you know, for those few days. I'm thinking that's probably when she got pregnant.
Also, we
While she
do
was
let her
running the
out
streets.
as well, and now she got
Occasionally,
a better
not as much.
a better tracker GPS one, and it goes. Whoops, yeah, and it goes on her neck.
And yeah, so it goes on her neck.
It goes right there with that little thingy.
She likes to nip at Jose.
Yeah,
she
likes
does too, but she
toes.
does it in a
She's freaky. She likes toes.
she does it in a playful way. Like she doesn't.
Yeah, in a playful way.
She doesn't really. She hasn't done anything in with malicious intent yet. So we'll see. She's still very young. Even the vet was like, "Oh, she's probably around 7-8 months." That she's probably about 7-8 months. So she is really young and probably got pregnant on her first heat. Because we were gonna get her neutered also, but now we waited a little too long, so she can't do it now. Yeah. Like every time he pets her, she opens her mouth.
Yeah, I must taste delicious.
Could you have clammy hands? Your hair is that clammy. She doesn't think
Why you joking?
I not a baby girl. I just said you were a nice
not in the
girl
mood.
and
Look,
you don't
look at
want to be.
She's not in the mood. She's got pregnancy cramps.
Yeah. Don't even look at my hand. So anyway, I kind of already learned her moods and stuff when she don't want to be bothered. Like I'm touching her, I know she doesn't want to be bothered at this point in time, but I was doing it anyway. And usually when her tail like flips and like taps, like the end of her tail flips and taps, that's like a sign that she's getting annoyed. So you like beware, because if you go to touch her, she gonna swipe at you or something like that. So I'm kind of learning her a little bit. But yeah, I've never been like a cat person or anything, but with her, like I don't know, I just got a connection with her. She came to me, and because we found another cat.
Yeah, earlier.
Like what, last year? No, the beginning of this year.
Yeah, beginning of this year.
Right. So and like I was not attached to her.
It was a baby cat.
Yeah. And she was like part Maine Coon or whatever, and that was Fiona. I named her Fiona. But I was like, we're not keeping her. It was like 100% sure that I was not going to keep her. And I ended up looking for a home for her, and a coworker of mine ended up taking her. And I was fine. I was like, okay, I ain't messing around with no more damn cats. Like, I don't want to do
I got to charge the battery.
That and the other. So I was like, ugh. And then here we are in the summertime, and this little brat comes over here, and she kind of just stole my heart because she was just so sweet. Fiona was not as sweet, but she was still very young and rambunctious, so she liked to run around and be crazy. That's like and you. Stuff. That's not me.
All right, so I gotta cut that because I gotta charge this battery on this camera. Stay tuned for part 2. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check out our OnlyFans at OnlyFans.com. We're living with the Guzmans, and we out.
You don't know who he is.
Later. I'm out. It's about to die out.